You guys always make me laugh when you say I'm late, where literally I click the button just the moment it turned 8:15. You're all so annoying. I hate you. I hate you so much. Well,
The
anyway,
crowd is fickle.
yes, it's Wednesday, January 24th. It is
Yeah,
8:15.
but
Well, now 8:16 p.m. So maybe I technically was a little bit late. Yes,
uh-oh.
yes, Crazy Robin. Yes, yes. Sub-Saharan African. Yes. Although my grandfather is actually from the Canary Islands, but that
Wait,
just
wait.
means
Is
that he got on a
this
boat and went to an island. What?
sub-Saharan? That just means south physically, geographically of the Sahara.
So when I told my
Would it
mother,
be
I
like
think,
Chad, Somalia?
well, no, my grandfather was actually from the Canary Islands,
Oh, okie doke.
but apparently a lot of people from the Canary Islands, which is right off the coast of Africa,
It is.
have, just went there from Africa. So yeah.
Right on.
Somebody would think that, I see. Thank you, coach. See, coach is the best. I don't even know who he is, but I feel like I know him. Like, I feel like you're one of my
Is
friends
it
from
Coach from
years.
Cheers?
You try to just not tell me who you are, but I feel like I know who you are.
Ah,
Weirdly. Okay.
the plot thickens.
Hot thickens. So hi. I thought originally it was just gonna be me and Xavier tonight, which was kind of okay, and everybody was but Dennis is just a little bit late, and he will be here probably around 8:30, 8:35, or something like that.
He's on running on Sicilian time.
Yeah, no, we had something to do, and so
Nah, I'll make excuses.
just as an FYI, still no word on Johnny. So we're just
Can we agree that unless there's new news,
then there's
that
news.
yeah, exactly.
Yes,
I don't seriously. I mean,
yes, we can agree. That's it. That's it. That's it.
yeah.
Done. Oh fuck! I forgot to bring water. Can you?
What?
Oh, you know what? I have a thing of it on the floor here. It's not cold.
I can entertain while you're gone.
I'm just
Have you ever seen a dream walking?
I'm just going
Well,
right
I have.
I don't know if I can stretch on my thing.
Have you ever seen a dream walking? That's all I know about that song. So that was pretty. My entertainment was very short lived. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? Did you guys catch that Eric the Midget grave visit on our site? It's quite interesting that the gentleman who randomly decided to do the grave visit refers to Howard as that old guy that used to be funny. So I thought it was interesting.
Okay. All right, we're good. All right.
Did you hear what I was talking about?
Absolutely not. I have my headphones off. What were you saying?
Okay. I ran into some dude that does random graveyard visits.
I'm sorry, what?
Some guy that does videos on the internet of visiting famous grave sites, and he decided to visit Eric the actor's graveyard.
Yeah.
A tour of it.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is this guy, totally random guy, probably never heard of the whole RadioGunk's SFN universe. He refers to Howard as that old guy that used to be funny.
That's a shame. But how old is the guy?
I don't know, but I mean, it's the fact that it seems to be well known that Howard just kind of blows these days, you know? So,
Jamie, yes, I can bring Reacher in. Oh, no, Reacher passed away. I only have Ryder now. So, yeah, Reacher passed in June of last year.
yes.
So we just have little Ryder puppy right now. But yeah, I mean, he's just such a giant pain in the ass. If he was down here, he'd probably sleep for a few minutes, but then he'd want to play ball, and I can't really do that. But I'm back.
Anyway, Mo, so let me finish my thoughts. So if anybody wants to watch that video, go on our website. There's a
Oh, was there a thought? Was there a thought associated with this?
no. I mean, I thought it's interesting. Don't you want to know a little bit about where the little guy's buried?
I don't care about him. I don't like him.
Oh wow. Okay, never mind.
I have no thoughts about Eric.
Dang. Okay.
I don't. You know this is like a thought.
Okay.
Ryder is 78 pounds. He's a tremendous boy. I absolutely could bring him downstairs, but then he'd want to leave. And then that means 2 times I'd have to once again take off our headphones. And yeah, Reacher was my love. And, Xavier and I talk all the time, and he knows that I just constantly think about him. It's, it's,
Yes.
it's kind of insane, honestly. Reacher, yeah, I don't want to talk about Reacher. Okay.
Hang on, hang on.
What? Oh my goodness, where did you go? All right, he left us. So
Okay. No, I'm sorry because I mean, okay,
what?
okay. No,
What?
nothing,
What?
nothing.
What?
It's like we're having two totally different conversations. It's just kind of weird.
You know what?
Especially if I'm trying to do something that's relevant to this whole universe that we're.
I will say that if Eric the Midget was still alive today, I would 1000% try to get him on our show because I think I would really
Yeah.
appreciate it. You know, it's so weird though. I noticed, as a matter of fact, while I was looking for some stuff that we were going to do on the show tonight, I happened to notice that Riley Martin actually has a has an has a Twitter account. Oh, thank you, Ida. I miss you. I miss having you here for us. I don't even know why Riley Martin is on our.
Hello? Hello?
Friend Martin,
Hello?
we would love.
Let's wait. Let's wait on that until Dennis gets here with his puppet. Maybe the puppet can do the song. But I didn't realize that Riley had a. I have to follow him. How am I not following Riley Martin? Damn it.
Au revoir, Tencent moi.
Indeed, sir. All right, let's talk about today's show. I know, Robin, I have to tell you, I think that my brain is like insane. One of my girlfriends.
I think the product of eating lead paint as a child is finally starting to manifest itself on you.
Well, my girlfriend today told me I'm like a shark and that I'm constantly moving and
Okay, Riddling kid.
that I don't stop. And I could very well have ADD or OCD or whatever it is.
OPP.
Who cares? Whatever. I'm too
Me.
I'm too old to care. Yeah,
Well,
if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, which you would know all this stuff about me because I posted about Reacher when he passed away and just this loving tribute to him and stuff like that. So you really should follow the RadioGunk Instagram because I do post on there occasionally. Yeah, whatever. Gunga did.
I think we have Riddling kid mode.
He got his YouTube channel taken down. What happened? I don't know anything about it.
Who did?
I got nothing. Let's send him a text, shall we?
Who did?
Find out. KC.
Who?
KC in the Sunshine Band.
Why would Casey have his thing taken down?
KC, what happened to your
It says here for a week.
channel? Huh? Do you want to
Hey, Autobot, harmony with
and
harmony.
Us about it? Fuck it, I'll send him a link. Can't hurt, right? What's the worst that could happen? Let me go to StreamYard. Let me send him a link. I love doing all this stuff real time.
Yeah, okay, you know what? I was told to never touch my mic settings.
Yeah.
If you want me to turn it up, I'll be glad to.
Don't do anything.
Okay, see what I mean? See what I mean?
Don't do anything.
I'll be your freakazoid. Come on and wipe me up.
You're fine. Okay. Yeah, Dennis won't be here till 9. So we're not going to drag our asses and we're going to tell us about the show.
Onward and upward.
Yes. All right. So here's what we got going on, which is kind of weird. This is today's show. So as I was clipping clips for today, it dawned on all of us that maybe he's not in next week. Maybe he's taking the week off.
And what made you say that?
There's nothing going on. He had 3, 6, 7, 8 days worth of shows, so there must clearly be a reason for needing this time off. And I think it's kind of.
You think he needs a reason at this point?
No. I don't think he needs a reason. I just think that Well, maybe he does. I mean, he was talking about Billy Joel coming in February. Does that mean he's going to be in with Billy Joel? Will Billy Joel be in his sub basement in Florida with him, since Billy has a place not too far away from him? Like, I don't know what the story is.
Do you think he's honoring Bobo's impending death? Taking a
No,
week off.
Bobo's pending death.
By the way, I gotta bring light to the fact that when Ralph died, a bunch of us went on one of those online memorial obituary things, and we all just posted silly stuff. Silly. There was not one malicious post. Everything was really just silly, and it stuck for a couple of days until Howard's people clearly got a hold of it, and then they started removing them.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. So go to show you their level of tolerance towards
Pettiness.
like silly humor. Yet to his face, yes, was it yesterday? He tells Bobo about maybe the AI was a good thing. Like he's totally, like literally throwing it in his face. The dude is dying to his face.
About these
But
people.
it's just amazing. It's just I would say hypocrisy, but that road has come long
We
time ago.
discussed it very long time ago that when he goes off air, he will never again speak to Marianne from Brooklyn. Never, ever, ever again. He
But
doesn't.
it's just it's just funny how intolerant they were of the Ralph stuff, and when it was all just
Well,
silly.
I think somebody probably told Ralph's family. I don't think the Stern
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
Legacy.com.
How okay? Let's say I'm a Stern psycho. How would I get a hold of his family?
Sweetheart. Okay, so we posted about the fact that we were making
Silly.
posts. So somebody
comments.
came on. You know that they come onto our website, saw that.
But once again, it's like, okay, that's fine and dandy, but he's literally gonna do the same thing he did to he's gonna do the same thing to Bobo he did to Hank. It's just literally, okay, death is coming. Let's exploit the fuck out of it. You know
what? Fine, whatever. I mean, I'm
no,
not.
no, hey,
to be honest.
it is what it is. But you know what? I love pointing it out. That's all.
Fine, let's start the show. So 10-year anniversary of his birthday show. So this is apparently a big deal to them, and they are they're exploiting it by doing a director's cut of the 10th year anniversary show. So here he is talking a little bit about the 10-year anniversary of his 60th birthday.
God, it was great. And you know who introduced him? It was such a great day. John Stamos.
So he's starting to give you like little factoids that he probably doesn't even know either about his birthday show. So yeah, these are just little stupid factoids. And he's talking about John Stamos introduced.
Really?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, there's a lot you don't remember. That's why, actually, in honor of the 10-year anniversary, this Sunday at noon, I want to say, noon Eastern on Howard.
Yeah, because who's going to be on the Howard Stern channel Sunday at noon? Show of hands. Nobody will be there. It's kind of like Beth's Furry Friends friggin' kitten ball that she's going to be there during the Super Bowl. All right, let's go.
101. We're playing the director's cut version with audio commentary from the people who were there. You can also watch video highlights on the SiriusXM app, of course.
Do you remember when I did that little photo shoot outside of the Tonight Show? Remember, I lived like around the corner from the Tonight Show, and Howard was
Yes.
and I took photos out there. And I will tell you that, I tried to dress like a photographer, so I didn't have to have like a photographer's badge or anything.
Yes. I remember that conversation.
Had my baseball cap on backwards, wearing all black, had my gear hooked to my hips, the whole shit. Right.
Yes.
And so Mary fucking Ann from Brooklyn sees me. She totally knows who I am because we had a conversation not 2 years prior in front of America's Got Talent in front of Radio City Music Hall. And I swear to you, I just looked at her and I took my camera, I'm trying to sell my lenses. So I took my camera and I'm like right at her like this. and it was like, and she wouldn't even look at me. Like she kind of like demurred away and like turned her eyes down and would not even like look me in the eyes like at all. She's just full of shit. She's a full of shit woman. You know, she takes such solace in knowing that he picks up her phone call, you know, but she really is just like some stupid fangirl. She's just like some stupid fangirl for a guy who doesn't care all about her. What career did you have in fashion in the past that you good now love you? You're so cute. So how do you not know this about me, Nicholas? I used to work for a very large children's wear company, and a name you would all obviously recognize for sure. And I ran the outerwear and swimwear divisions of this company. So I worked at this particular company for probably about 16 years. And I traveled the world and, you know, went everywhere and did my job. And I was the face of the product. And then they gave me some other things to work on. Like I worked on like Jessica Simpson and Jones New York and stuff like that. And yeah, that's what I
Are you
do.
the one that got to pick the 5-year-olds to work for Kathy Lee's line?
Oh my God, I loved picking children for go-sees. I loved
No, like the kids in the sweatshops in China.
Oh God, no. You know, there's a whole thing about like sweatshops and stuff like that. I don't really want to get into
Yes.
cares about this. I know everybody gets like shits on me when I talk about this stuff, but you know, you have to. There's inspectors that go to your factories, but the trick
And
is
they kick the little kids.
so. Here's the trick. The trick
You
is
work harder. You doctor? Why you no doctor?
inspectors will go to the factory, right? They'll go to the main factory. They'll look at it. They'll see everybody has like, oh, I don't know. Let's go with ventilation. And the way it works in a lot of China is that it looks like a courtyard. There's like these big buildings and it's like, you know, 10 stories tall. And like the first 5 stories will all be sewing. And then the next 10 stories will be single rooms where people sleep. That's where they stay. That's where everybody sleeps. So they literally sleep, eat, shit, work, sleep, eat, shit, work. And so they'll go to that one factory that has like everything like pristine, but every single factory in China, every single one of them contracts out to these little shitholes, these rat infested shitholes with no air conditioning, no heat. Everybody's bundled up in coats with scarves around their necks and hats on, you know, working their fucking fingers to the bone. And that's how you're able to get the prices that you get. And that's why Walmart.
Yay, cheap clothes.
The end. Disposable
Hey,
clothing.
quick question. I know everybody's wondering this. How long are the cigarette breaks those 7-year-olds get?
I don't know. Not long enough, obviously. Not long enough. But yeah, they're changing now. You know, they changed the rule in China. So now
You ate, you can work now.
the one kid rule is out of effect. And apparently nobody.
What's that? Oh, yeah.
They're like, yeah, we don't care. We don't care about you. That's funny. Okay. Thank you, Nicholas. All right, let's move on. So then he's continuing talking about the birthday show and
You smoke too much.
and then of course he goes into the Purple Rain thing, which, you know, now he's going to give us tidbits that we didn't know about Train or whatever his name is singing Purple Rain.
Adam knew he wanted to do a Prince song, and the way it goes, he originally picked Nikki, Darling Nikki. You know that song?
Yeah.
Darling
Yeah,
Nikki's
of
a great song. And but then I think, you know, at some point, like last minute kind of thing, he said, I'm going to do Purple Rain, which really pleased me because I think, you know, Purple Rain's the quintessential Prince song.
Oh, not Bat Dance?
And he comes out, and here's another bit of trivia. Adam was still practicing the solo to Purple Rain 10 minutes before he had to go
So
on
exciting,
because
so interesting.
he really, you know, he doesn't do Purple Rain all the time, and he wanted it to come out good. And Train was backing him, and then he came out and did that thing, and he started shredding, and that thing now has 76 million views on YouTube. And I think I'm responsible for 75 million of them.
Can he go back to talking about prescription glasses with the other 70-year-old? Something that's more his cup of tea.
Thank you, Sue Monster. You're the bestest. Your comments, and sometimes I don't reply to them as often as I should, but your comments always make me laugh. And she actually likes you, Xavier. This is like, one of the.
What's wrong with her?
I know. She has some issues.
Weirdo.
She definitely has issues. Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to move on. And a guy calls in and wants to know about Howard's guitars and all the great.
This should be good.
And and he just kind of goes on about it. So let's talk about that. He's going to talk about musicians who have given him guitars and what he thinks about them and things like that. So here we go.
Hey, I'm interested in your guitar, your guitar collection. So you talk about a lot. How many guitars do you have, and what would you say is probably the most famous? Has to be worth some money too.
But it's weird because I guess I interview so many musicians and they want to show their gratitude. They give me guitars, and I didn't really, when I was younger, I didn't realize the value of that. I don't mean the financial value. I'm talking
about
he does. Our player gives you a guitar.
Yeah, what was being offered to you.
And, I was really good friends with.
So, I'm going to tell you guys, and you're going to excuse me just a snurch right now, but that app is killing me. It's killing my ability to cut clips for the show because everything has to be done with like a shit ton of before and a shit ton after so that you can get what it is you're trying to get out of it. And you'll hear at the end where he talks about how much he loves the app. It's just so user-friendly and so amazing and bullshit like that. I'm positive they are getting a shit ton of comments about how horrible the
he won't give two rats ass.
Of course he doesn't. But should we talk about who gave him guitars? Here we go.
Sure.
We have quite a few. Here we go.
And I have a couple of them, all signed by him.
Oh, he's talking about.
And that is particularly meaningful. But I've got Sting gave me a bass. Paul McCartney gave me a bass that he signed. It's a replica of the bass he played, all those years with the Beatles. And this is just off the top of my head. What Slash when he was on the show?
You had to count. How many would you say?
I would guess about 20.
So is that a thing that musicians do? Is music stream in the house tonight? Is that a thing musicians do? Do they just play guitars for like a specific show that they're doing and then give the guitar? Like, I wonder.
Not necessarily.
Well, I'm just curious. I wonder if like Jimmy Kimmel has a shit ton of guitars, or Jimmy Fallon has a shit ton of guitars, or David Letterman, from all the acts that were on his show. As a form of gratitude, as he says. Is it like a thing? Where did I get this shirt? I know, isn't it cute? I was watching an episode of the hell is that show? There's a show on Netflix. It's that girl that's in Paris and she can't afford anything, and I don't know how she wears the clothes that she does. It's by the guy who did Sex in the City. And I saw that she had this shirt on, and I was like, oh my God, it's so cute. I need to have it. And I think it's by, hold on, I'll tell you. It's by Alice and Olivia. And I saw it on her on air one day, and I had to have it, and then I bought it, and that's it. So, no.
Did Slash give you the shirt?
Slash gave me this shirt. Yes, he contributed the shirt to me. Robin gave me the bra because,
is it the one like, is it like the one from like Paul McCartney?
Yes, it is.
Right on.
Yes, it is. Emily in Paris. Thank you. Ida always knows. Yes, Emily in Paris had it on like season 2, episode like 6 or 7 or something like that. So I immediately took a picture of it on the television screen, and then I reverse Google imaged it and saw that it was Alice and Olivia. So I bought it. You have to know that your friend is an absolute psycho. Like, I really, really am. Just thought I'd throw that out to you. Let's see some more people who gave him guitar, shall we? Here we go.
He said, I want you to have this. And I'm always like, I don't even know what to say. I wish I could pick it up and play it. I told you Adam Levine just gave me the guitar, the Strat that he played his entire life. The Strat that he learned how to play guitar on.
Bullshit.
That you could see on the Birthday Bash video. He gave me
bullshit.
The guitar player from the Cult just gave me a Gretsch. And
you didn't even know his name.
I know.
Oh my God. Who else did? Oh, maybe the most outrageous. Eddie Van Halen handed me a guitar that he wrote a bunch of stuff on. Metallica gave me.
He gave one of those his line from his line. He didn't give him
again. I don't know what these guitars even sound like. I've never plugged them in and played them.
Never plugged them in.
I do.
Never played them.
I do have them in my house, and I display them because I'm so taken with them. I'm tickled.
So how come he has those crappy Squires behind him in Florida then?
Oh, let's look. Can we look at that? Let me go.
It's like Epiphone Squire or the...
Yeah, let me go over to Stern Show.
Like the Rogue or the Zanies. It's like he's got all these crappy plastic freaking guitars.
Yeah, let me just go see what's going on with him on air today. Oh, this was... Let me see. Do I have this clip? I think I do. Let me see. Learning guitar. I mean, this is a little bit later in the show, so we'll come back to it. But here's him yesterday with his commendation from Nassau County. We can talk about that really quick. Well, we talked about that already. So there's the guitars.
Public official.
There's the guitars he basically...
Yeah, he's so proud of them. He's got them like some shitty rack.
Yeah, he's never plugged these in. He doesn't know how to play them. Somebody asked him to try and play guitar. Was it yesterday or today? And they were all out of tune. It was nothing that he could do.
But that's been Howard's career. He rips off from the rock industry. He has he wants to be like thought of within the same thought of these rock stars, but he's just a poser. That's all he is.
Yeah.
He's always been.
Yeah, my friend Xavier has a Gretsch. It's really nice and it's really cool. I've never heard him play it either.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I remember when you bought that. Loser.
I did.
Loser. Okay, let's move on. We'll come back to that clip momentarily. Let me go on. So here he is talking about learning. Yeah, I know. I feel really bad for Bobo. I mean, as much as, I don't care about Bobo in the slightest.
But he's a human being.
But yeah, I mean, it's like if Tanmon came to us and said that she had like skin cancer or something, you would say, okay, no shit. But you'd be sad because nobody wants cancer. Nobody wants to wish cancer on anybody. And, as much as we like to pick on Robin and her cancer and all that stuff, nobody wants people to die.
We're not picking on it. We're just pointing out the fact that they're just such deceitful pieces of crap.
Because
the hypocrisy.
Because
wasn't she like yesterday? Was she giggling when they're goofing on Bobo talking about pancreatic cancer?
Yes.
I mean, come on, man.
But
we're just going to pretend that's not happening?
Hopefully Bubba's cancer is treatable. So
absolutely.
Exactly, Sue. No doctor says you're fucked. That's just like, that was such stupidity. I didn't even understand what was going on there. All right, let's move on. So here's him talking about learning how to play guitar. I don't even know why I have this clip.
Again.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he would. Norm was saying, I was talking.
Meanwhile, this psycho idiot goes to like some Van Halen con or something and dresses like Eddie Van Halen and shows everybody like pictures of all his. He basically makes the same guitar over and
Frankenstrat.
Over. It's a little weird, don't you think? Like to have it's like
a lot of dudes are into Frankenstrat. It's a really fascinating guitar.
How fascinating could it possibly be that you have to make it over?
But here's the thing. I have a friend who's one of these aging guitarists, and he talks about Eddie Van Halen. And he said there's so many guys that at their peak could play every riff guitar that Van Halen wrote, or even fast play the frets faster than Eddie, but they didn't have that je ne sais quoi that he brought, that little extra oomph. And not only that, but every time you would see Eddie on stage, you could tell he was having a good time. He was in love with that guitar. And you can recreate the Frankenstrat, but you'll never, ever be Eddie Van Halen.
They think they are, though. They think
They can think all they want. They can think they're Batman, man. That doesn't make them Batman.
Yeah, well, that's true. Let's hear it.
The Norm, he was on Lieberman's show, and he was saying he would fly out, to come and teach you. But I'm sure he could do it over Zoom too.
Well, I might take him up on that, but
Who would take a guitar lesson over Zoom? Like, in what world do you not have your guitar next to your guitar teacher and watch him play? See, here's the
What
thing.
else is he doing?
Nothing.
All the time in the world to do that.
I suck at guitar. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a horrible guitar player. I have 3 guitars. 2 of them were given to me just as well. They weren't given to me. Basically, they were left in apartments, that my dad had, and they just gave them to me. And I have one that I love. It's a Polar guitar, and I try to learn. And every guitar teacher tries to teach you how to read music first. And I don't want to read music. I don't want to know. I don't care. I just want to know where my fingers go. That's it. I just want to know how to do that. I'm sorry. We took off Shane, and I wanted to thank him.
No, I was going to answer his question when you were done.
Okay. Are you going to do more Gunk in the Night episodes? Did we not talk about that today?
If today was as we posted on RadioGunk.com/forums, today was the 40th anniversary of the Ted Bundy execution, and people asked if we should do that, and I agree we should. If Howard is off next week, absolutely we'll do one next week. Okay,
but that's on you, babe, because this is your belt.
Yeah. Did you answer the question, or did I answer the question?
Yeah, you answered the question.
Okay.
There's one I really do want to do, and it's called The Girl in the Box.
Yeah, let's do it.
It was horrific. I listened to a podcast about it that was really like in depth. I don't know. It's like 8 episodes, and of course we'll condense it into like 2 hours. But basically, this woman, a girl, really, like she was 19 or something, back in like the late 70s or early 80s, was hitchhiking to go to her girlfriend's birthday party or something like this. And this couple picked her up, and they literally put her in a box. Like, they put her head in a box to break her, and they stripped her down naked, and they hung her by chains. And it got to the point where she was living underneath their bed, under their waterbed, for years. I mean, for years. And she finally escaped, and it's just the most insane story. And I am loving that I know about it now, and I'm looking forward to telling you guys about it, because it's so crazy and so horrible. And it's just it takes me back to, so we used to do these interviews, these one-on-one interviews with people that are members on the forum at RadioGunk.com. And there's one whose name is Setia. And I'm not even sure if it's still up or not, but if it's not, I'll absolutely make a point of putting it back up this weekend, where she was kidnapped by a couple and was held captive for, I don't know, like 2 years or something, by this couple who kept her as a slave, and to watch their children and change her up and everything. And it's a horrible, horrible story, but very true and very real about shit that happens to people in this world. And so it's something I would love for you guys to hear. So I'm going to see if I can put that back up, because it amazed me when I heard it at the time. And it's just a really scary story. Yeah, wow, I lived under a waterbed with a head. There's actually pictures of it online, and I hate to because ADD compels me to look it up right now so that I can tell you guys exactly what it was. So just give me a second here. Girl in a Box. There was a movie about it too.
Really?
Yeah, it was really.
It wasn't Boxing Helena, was it?
It's not Boxing Helena, but here, I'm going to show you. Let me show you the box that they put her head into. It's kind of crazy. Here, so this is the chick. She was hitchhiking. This is the guy who kidnapped her. There was a movie made about it. There, look, she was held captive, raped and tortured her, kept her in a coffin-like box under his marital bed for 23 hours a day. She was kept in this box 23 hours a day. Then they put this on her head. So she was bound by this gag mask, and then they put her head in this box, and they left her in there like that. And she didn't eat, nothing.
That's hot.
That's that's her today. But yeah, how do you survive that? How do you have?
Oof, really? Go
that?
back in the box.
How do you survive that? I mean, it's just insanity.
I would have been done like after like an hour.
So yeah, I'd love to talk about that during a gunk in the night. So yeah, let's do a couple of those. And yes, if he's off next week, we will do something. But yeah,
absolutely.
Girl in the Box is just a crazy thing, and it's just I just love everything about listening to it because it's just so scary, and you think that it can't happen to you, but yeah, shit's real. It's just, sometimes in Pennsylvania, I go past people's houses where they have like all these, there's all these fucking pickup trucks and trailers and shit on people's property. And you think to yourself, I wonder if they have somebody living in that, because you don't know. I mean, you don't know that people kidnap people and do like scary shit to them. I don't know how you recover from that either. All right, we're going to learn guitar. Here we go.
My wife got me a birthday gift, which is a lesson with a guy here right near my house. He's going to come over, and I wish I knew his name. I won't even give his name because
of course you don't know.
I don't want him to get bothered. But he's evidently Billy Joel. Billy Joel recommended this guy, or Billy Joel's band recommended.
Such a name dropper.
My wife, and I'm thinking of sitting down with him, but I don't know when I'll do it. I'm working on a big painting. I need to quit this job and become a guitar player. I need to go back in a time machine.
His hobbies are now.
Yeah. I need to go back in a time machine and be 13 years old again and put my brain that I have now into my 13-year-old head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's no part of you that
so if he quits his job, that would free up 6 hours a week?
About 6 hours a week. Yes. Somebody's just saying that there's a new Vice show called The 9 Lives of Howard Stern. I'm actually looking on the Vice TV thing right now because, of course, you made me do it. And I don't see anything about the Howard Stern one. There's one on Arnold Schwarzenegger and there's one on Dave Chappelle. But I don't see anything after that. So we will look into that. I'll put it on my put it on my list of things to do. 9 Lives.
It's time for writing utensils.
Do you know I have pages? I have a giant book.
Do you do 50 pages of content every day like Howard does?
Pages of notes and shit for us to get to and things that I want to do every day on this stupid show. I do this.
And do you guys remember that? Was it last year or the year before where he finally addressed how shitty his show was? He goes, I do 50 pages of content every day.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I guess he's just sitting on those.
Nicholas, the thoughts. Do you think he knows what he is producing, but in a sense, it's money? It's scary that I actually know what you were trying to write there and was able to read it through.
Well, you read my text, so I think you have practice. You're prolific and stupid.
Yeah. Yes, this is true. So you'll be excited to know that there's a new Tookus song. I don't have it to play, but you guys, I'm sure you're gonna be. Yeah, the whole thing with the Girl in the Box is extremely scary. So, even if Xavier doesn't want to do it with me, I'll do it with you guys.
Oh, look at you! You doubting Thomas. I've been pretty upfront. I haven't said let's do one, and then I didn't.
I know we've both been like super busy.
Bro, you know my schedule.
I just said that.
You make it sound like I'm at the beach. With a pina colada.
I'm the one at the beach. Kevin, yes, no new podcast.
God damn it! Here, you do it. I'm talking.
Okay. Go. No new podcast uploaded since late December. Very disappointing. I feel sad. Put that on your list, please. Okay, Kevin. There's only been 8 shows. So what I usually do is at the end of the month, I put the shows from the prior month up.
Yeah. So you can binge.
You
can. All the cool TikTokers are saying.
Exactly. There's only 8 shows.
We're going to binge that.
So what we'll do is I will get them up. I will promise you. Today's the 24th. Yeah, before the end of I have them all downloaded. I have them all downloaded. I just have to upload them. So yes, that will be done. Oh, look who joined the family.
So you guys don't know this, but the second that the Jackie chair logs on, I try to put him on before he realizes he's on
The
live.
thing is, I've become smart and I get myself ready.
You are like a Sicilian ninja.
Yes, I am.
Missed out on new and exciting things that we're talking about.
What new and exciting things?
Nothing. We're talking about absolutely nothing.
We're just kind of blathering, to be honest.
because new exciting things is that Howard's going to do at most 9 shows a month.
Oh, that's what we were trying to figure out whether or not he's on next week.
He isn't. He said it at the end. He went, "Oh, we're not on next week." Oh,
see, I didn't hear that. I did.
I did. I heard it and I commented on it 4 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you comment on it because the new app does not allow me if Dennis says something at 9:59 or 10:02 and I don't listen to it till 11:02, it doesn't let me go back.
Because he even went, "Oh, we're not on next week." Well, you have to wait up for that stuff for them a while longer. Oh well.
I hear that, and I literally recorded like 3 minutes of the end of the show so that I could hear it, and I didn't hear anything that said that. So there, I just want you to know that. Yeah, see, Marta wants loves you.
Oh,
too much for you and Arm. It's too much. I know, Marta. I know. Believe me, I know.
I don't blame you, Marta.
Yeah, I mean, who the hell?
The show's garbage without them. Complete garbage.
I was doing car things. That's why I'm late. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Did you lock yourself inside the car again?
No. There's another car group because I gotta have a car circle.
All the cool kids.
He's flexing his titties right now with his Mopar shirt. Look at him. Look at him doing a titty flex right now. Look at him. Look what's going on there.
It's like the header on the site.
I know your nipples are hard underneath there. I know you get.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. I just picture that Dennis with all his auto people just standing around the car and going, "Well, this car is automatic. It's automatic. It's hydromatic. Why, it's a grease lightning." And then he gets on top. Keep talking, boy. Keep talking.
All right.
I bet they do that. You just want to admit to it.
Here's where we're at.
I hosed the driveway down earlier today.
You took no pictures.
No, I had cleaned my car and I hosed down the one side. I can do a whole video of me hosing my driveway if you really want.
I think that would be fun. Hey, Canada, did I not ask you if you wanted to come on tonight? So just so you know, G Canada wrote to me today and said he's been practicing a vocal version of Xavier and or a family member of his. And I was looking forward to hearing it. And but it didn't really pan out, now did it? So here's what we're up to, Dennis, just so you know.
Where are we?
Well, thank you, Rick.
The 10th anniversary of the birthday show, Purple Rain, musicians who show gratitude by giving him guitars, the people who gave him guitars, him learning guitar from some dude that Billy Joel gave them the name of, and Beth got that for him for his birthday. And now we're just about to hear what the name of the new Tookus song is, because I'm sure everybody's excited.
Yeah.
That is, and you need to hear it. So here we go, new Tookus song.
And as soon as I get my guitar lesson, I'll be out on the road opening for Green Day.
Yeah, sure.
All it's going to take is one lesson.
Yeah. I hope it. Listen, Billy Joel's band recommended this teacher, and if this guy's that good,
say Billy Joel one more time, dude.
Good enough in one lesson.
He can.
To be hitting and touring, hitting the road.
Can I mention the name of our new Tookus song that's in the works?
Well, yeah, okay, you mention it. Go ahead.
Just the title. Hot Water.
Yeah, and I think you know why it's hot water. Everybody,
wow, that's
hot water is my jam.
Wow, hot water.
That is that's impressive.
Songs: Metamucil Peloton Girl, Hot Water.
Nothing screams a boomer than those song titles.
Dude, they are like a week away from doing like a remake of the 22 Skidoo.
In what delusional world does he think that he can go out and play guitar? First off, everybody knows, right? Everybody knows that if you go to see a band, everybody knows that nobody watches the opening band. Nobody gives a shit
Nobody.
about the opening band. They're usually like turgid, boring,
Well, unless it's a really great show, then you get.
unless it's
like who?
Metallica, Guns
All
N'
right,
Roses show.
I saw. What was the Scott Weiland band when he had Slash?
Scott Weiland band with Slash.
Velvet Revolver?
Velvet Revolver. Okay. Alice in Chains opened for Velvet Revolver because that's when they got
But
Duvall
that's
as
when
their
they
new
had the
lead
black
singer.
dude as a singer, right?
Yeah, that's when they got the black dude. That
Yeah.
sounds like Lane Staley, which is really kind of creepy.
Yeah.
So that was okay.
yeah.
That was an opening act I saw.
Cool.
So yeah, that's the only one though.
They opened that same group opened up for my friend's bar mitzvah the next day.
No.
I missed Joan Jett once. Oh well.
What do you mean?
I saw her in Atlanta play with
She was the
Foo
opening
Fighters.
act for Aerosmith, and yeah,
She can still bring it though.
Well, this is 1989.
You know what's sad? Scott Weiland passed away, right? And so I remember they were going to be in New York, and I would see posters that Stone Temple Pilots were going to be, coming to New York. They were coming in November. I can't remember when he died.
Yeah.
And you think to yourself, if I looked at those posters and I went past it, I'd be like, oh, who wants to go see Stone Temple Pilots? They were like so hot, like 15 years ago. Like
They were good though, man. They were good live.
No,
They were
they were
good.
time.
Well, back in their heyday, they brought the energy.
Because they're past their prime. They weren't like a big thing.
Well, they had broken up and got back together, and then they realized they can't stand each other. The two brothers and Scott, they just don't. Scott's just was a complete fuck up. Let's be honest.
Well,
he's talented as
sorta.
He was a great front man, talented, great voice, but the man was a complete fuck
He
up.
was the skinniest person I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, I believe it.
It was disturbing. It was disturbing heroin skinny.
That's
Seriously.
it's always really.
No, dude, if you go back and watch like their heyday concerts, there's plenty of them on YouTube. They're great, man. They're great.
Yeah.
And he fucked it up. Heroin was that much more exciting.
I feel worse about Chris Cornell because he was really cute, and I loved his voice. And
Yeah, that's a mystery.
singer, just a cappella singer, and just everything, and just the fact that he would die, and then, like, what was it? A couple of months later, that what's his face killed himself.
He was awesome, man. Too bad.
Who?
Don't you remember who killed himself?
Didn't Howard refer to him as the lead singer from Soundgarden?
Yes.
Xavier
During the
killed himself
Pelican?
right after Chris
Cornell?
Cornell. Or who did? Come on, who was it? They killed him. They killed each other. Like,
Oh, you mean
Chester,
what's his
of
name?
course it was Chester.
Chester, yeah.
Chester Bennington?
Yeah.
Yes, another.
Chester was unoriginal. Come on, man.
Oh, I loved his voice. I loved his voice. I still love.
You know what? It doesn't even matter.
Oh, that's horrible. I love Linkin Park. Sorry, I know you haters. I don't even care. They are
okay.
Yeah, okay.
They're okay. I mean,
they're kind of like their music is kind of like Fisher Price type of shit, man.
Stop it. He had a very distinct voice.
Always distinct. Yes.
And the way they mix like rap
Sure.
with like singing and stuff like that.
Yes.
Was
Very
that
original.
bad at the end?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's right, Autobot AI. In the end, it doesn't really matter. Or does it even matter? Well, it's written.
Didn't I just say
I
that?
did not like them.
Oh, yeah, he just wrote that.
All right.
Uncle Chimbo in here.
We're going to talk about
Cheetos.
he has some good guests coming in soon for him, I guess. So let's listen to some of the people that are coming in.
Now that he has a band.
Very soon we'll be coming to a town near you as soon as I have my lesson, my guitar lesson.
I'm excited.
You
for
know,
it.
I don't. Yeah, I'll just. All I need is one lesson. Speaking of Billy Joel,
All right.
Wait. You want me to
the
pause?
fabulous.
Yeah. That is the hardest turn page, look at new script, go, oh my God. Speaking of Billy Joel. You weren't speaking about Billy Joel. You're doing something else.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's like out of
Dude,
the
are you
blue,
saying
I'm like,
that Samuel Le Bon cock blocked you? What's going on here?
What? Dorian Morgan says Duran Duran pulled out of letting my band open for them at the Oakland Coliseum because they didn't want 3 young guys stealing their thunder. So they got an unknown all-girl band that sucked. Really?
So
sucks.
why didn't you use it and try not to bruise it?
Dorian, why don't I know? Do I know your music? Dorian, how do you not send us some music?
You never heard of Kaja Gugu? I mean, maybe this dude was just too shy.
Dorian.
Hush, hush, eye to eye.
Dorian, can you send us some of your music so that I can play it on the show, please?
Simon Le Bon.
I would love.
You know what? Say what you want about Duran Duran. They're still touring. They're still actually performing to good crowds.
I saw them
like twice.
18 years ago. I saw them 18 years ago in Tampa.
Well, I haven't seen them since
It was
puberty.
I've met them out in clubs, but I've never seen them in.
Oh, look at you!
And I'm at Limelight because I used to go there all the time.
Me and John Taylor are best friends.
No. I met them. That's all, and they were handsome boys, but they weren't as tall as I thought they would be.
Wait, Rupert Pumpkin has a.
Isn't John Taylor? He's like 6'2", right? And then
John Taylor, yes, but the rest of them were not.
Simon Le Bon is like 6 feet, and the other guys are like 5'5".
Well, don't forget with heels. I'm
Nick Rhodes. I bet you could pick up Nick Rhodes and use him as a straw.
I could probably. I might have. Okay.
Hey, you know what? We have a strict no bananarama in the chat, guys.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up.
I know it's a little cruel.
You might
cruel
have
summer.
to ban for Pumpkin at this point. Okay, let's go on.
Billy Joel. Well, Billy's going to be a guest here. I think next month, February. Not I think I know.
I was hoping we would see him because I've heard some
were you
Billy
hoping?
Joel news.
Why? Really? Why?
Yeah,
You read the script?
yeah. But Billy will be in our studio, and I'm going to.
What are you going to do?
Maybe by then I'll take a guitar lesson so I could jam with him. We'll see.
Where exactly? So what we were thinking is, where's Billy going to be? Is Billy going to come to his house
Oh,
in Florida?
my jammies, Florida. My jammies, because they do have a space there. My jammies.
I was thinking he would come to the not basement at the Florida house.
He is
Yes.
no, Billy Joel's coming to Florida on his tour. But that's later. He's not starting his tour for a while, so he's gonna. And remember, it's winter, and I hate to break it, he's Jewish, so he probably in Miami.
What?
I know. I heard a rumor.
Let me see if there's any Billy Joel news. Let's go. Billy Joel news.
Joel.
Billy Joel announces new music. Announces "Turn the Lights Back On," his first solo single in 17 years.
It's gonna suck.
Announced this 2 days ago.
How is he not Uncle Fester at this point?
He is Uncle Fester.
Yeah,
It's just like Uncle Fester.
He needs to put a light bulb in his mouth.
Strong with him with those bulbous
That would be entertainment.
troll-like face. And the
Like troll.
shame is that the kids all look like him. It's just really a shame.
I know that his genes are strong, like the Stern genes. They're strong.
Billy, yeah, I don't even want to do that. I'm not gonna pick on his.
Yeah, please don't. Can
I
we
know,
go back
but
to talking about John Taylor?
They look like him. I mean, they do look like him.
A little bulbous. They're a
Hey,
little
Sorry.
Crazy Robin. I don't know if he's still doing it, but John Taylor used to have a really cool YouTube channel where he just breaks down some of the stuff from the 80s. It's
Yes,
really
he
fun
does.
stuff. Totally interactive with the people that visit his
Yes,
place.
he does. Yes, he does. He has
FYI.
Taylor Duran. All right, hang on. I'm going to tell you. Yes, he does like bass tutorials. He does Girls on Film, Rio, all that
I
stuff.
love Girls on Film. Greatest video ever. Oh,
Yeah, it really was.
The Power Station stuff was better with the as far as
Power
bass.
Station was phenomenal.
Because he basically had the dudes from Chic like teach him how to do all that crap.
Yeah.
Tampa. Oh, wait, here we go. Tampa, Florida, 224.
Tamper?
He's in Tampa. Billy Joel.
Tamper?
Tamper. He's in Tampa.
On 224 Tamper?
He's in Tampa. Hold on. Let me.
Him? No, Daniel. No.
Sorry, dude. I tried.
Sorry.
I put that up there.
Sorry.
I have a cat that's
Honestly, Daniel, it's either you or him. You're going to lose on this one. Okay, so let's move on and let's talk about other people that are going to be stopping by. Oh, this is a long clip, so let's break it down a little bit. So he starts talking about how Paul Giamatti is also going to be coming in, but then he starts talking about the Oscars and other people that are be stopping by and blah blah blah. So Why is this clip so long? It's like 7 minutes. So I'm obviously not going to play 7 minutes, but
Hey, we're like missing arm, and it feels great.
I know. We'll stop and talk and stop and talk and stop and talk. Here we go.
Finally, we put it together. Paul Giamatti, who
I love "View to a Kill." I think that's a great song. I do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Best Bond team ever.
Virus in Private Parts. He's going to stop by.
I really loved though Paul McCartney and Wings.
Live and Let Die.
I love
fun movie, but
So
I like View to a Kill better.
Hair and then like the bald guy.
Right? Was phenomenal. She was so hot. Oh my!
It was a great theme. It was in New Orleans. It was voodoo. It was like everything.
Like 18.
Do you guys remember the joke back then? Like when that song was popular, was what do you call a dog with wings? Linda McCartney.
Linda McCartney.
You see, I invited you to come on, and I didn't get a response. I might have, but I wasn't paying attention. All right, here we go.
He's on the
You
Oscar
two
trail.
finally got it together. Did you talk to each other?
No, I haven't talked to him. Paul Giamatti, but he just put down a performance on The Holdovers. I think that's the name of the movie.
Yeah.
The Holdovers, a brilliant performance that is second to none.
Right.
Somebody was asking me this morning,
Who
who would you back for the Oscar, Bradley Cooper or Paul Giamatti? You know.
So now he goes into this whole dissertation about how many people that are Stern related that are up for Oscars this year, and surely the mentions will be, just
all about Howard,
because everybody has their career,
Thank
yes,
for Howard.
They had the Oscar nominations.
Yes, yesterday.
And I said, well, they were two great performers. That's the farce of the Academy Awards. All these guys are super talented.
And how do you compare what they're doing? They're not doing the same thing even. It's completely different and requires different things.
What?
No, different things.
What? Can you stop for a second?
What the hell does that even mean?
Can you stop for a second? All right.
So pay attention to her.
All right. So Blobbin, it's called acting, and they're both acting. They're pretending to be someone else. Literally, it's the same thing, you moron. It's the same thing.
Oh, I think I know why this clip is so long. No, it's not the private.
Yes, Cooper Dog. That is exactly correct. He is retarded.
I tell you, if that ain't Oscar worthy, I don't know what. But Paul Giamatti, again, the criticism of Paul Giamatti is he makes it look too easy. He's that natural on film. And I tell this all the time.
That
I've said
seems
it
to
before.
be a bad thing, huh? To be natural.
Well, Paul Giamatti, and I've said this before, again, when I worked with him, and I had never acted in a film or really in anything.
Oh my God.
I never participated in acting, even like in high school.
Now, wait a minute. You didn't have a class in
that?
I took a drama in high school, and the teacher said that I should get up and sing a song. And I said, Robin, I don't want to get into that after my experience in Roosevelt
For 1 year.
the shit that was going on in my home.
1 year in high school. All right, shit that was going on in his home.
When this guy, Mr. Waxman, said, good-looking guy, too.
Oh, of course.
All right, everyone's going to get up and do a
How many of you remember that you had a good-looking male teacher in school?
No, I don't. I remember every hot female teacher I had, but him no.
I think I had one hot teacher.
I had one,
and she got knocked up.
Oh,
in
of
7th
course.
grade. So like she missed like the last part of the year.
I had a teacher named Audrey Hepburn.
Quick, your favorite teacher ever, Dennis.
Audrey Hepburn.
Xavier.
Miss Malutz.
Miss Macron. Yes, you always know. You always know your teachers.
You know why? Audrey Hepburn looked like Audrey Hepburn.
Did she?
Yes, she did. Oh my God.
She made that happen. She manifested.
No, she was physically.
Yeah, but she manifested that to look like her, because
She manifested it. She manifested being hot.
And 8th grade, 3 of my teachers, one of them was a principal, got arrested for molesting kids. 3.
Nice.
Like they were literally sending these deviants to where the poor kids were.
Of course.
And they're like, whatever. Little Felipe might be walking with a limp for a while. That's not even joking.
Yeah. All right. Let's continue. Can we continue?
Yes.
Song. I had never been in a white school really in a bunch of years, and
What?
I couldn't. I never spoke in any class my entire high school. Never opened my mouth. Teacher, one of my teachers said that she would flunk me if I didn't talk, and I said I can't, and I didn't. I refused to talk, and I didn't flunk because I put together a great project at the end of the year, and she gave me an A because the project was good.
This is
but
what the show is, you
I could not
guys.
talk.
I've heard this once
So
before.
fucking traumatized,
Traumatized.
so intimidated, I despised myself and everyone else,
I despise you too. So
and I didn't know what to fucking do with myself. I really didn't know what I was doing. And so in this acting, you were required for some reason.
So they were required to sing a song in his acting class in high school. And he didn't know what to do, and he didn't know how to approach it, and he didn't know, what he was going to sing. So
Take this class. Or my father had said to me, "You're going to be on the radio. You don't talk. You don't even talk in the
God,
crowd.
this story's so old.
You should take acting." I go, well, I'm fucked up, dude.
That never.
Look at him. He's still angry at his dad, bro.
Do things you
so
can't do.
horrible. Really.
What a piece of garbage.
This is 55 years ago.
Bro, everybody he's talking about is dead. Has been
Yes, I
dead
know.
for a while.
They're all dead.
But I don't know,
Strange religion.
So I had never, in this class, I had to get up and I chose row, row, row your boat, and I couldn't do it.
Oh.
Now think about that for a second. Think about the fact that he did not deserve to even graduate high school.
High school. No, he was too stupid.
So he's in high school.
And this is all bull crap anyway.
I know. It's
drama
This is all made up.
in high school, and you choose row, row, row your boat.
No, he didn't.
Who does that?
He didn't. He made the story up. But
Grade, and you were doing like a sing along for your parents.
Weren't the Beatles a thing around this time?
Yes,
You
it
think
was.
he
It was
could've
his favorite band in the world.
Yeah, and so he does row your boat. Okay.
Favorite band in the world. Does row your boat.
He's not going to do Revolution or anything like that.
Yeah, listen to the rest.
I couldn't. I was going to piss my pants. I could not do it.
Couldn't do it.
I didn't do it. I sat down. I go, not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm in an acting class, and I'm not going to say row, row, row your boat. This is some acting.
Imagine. Acting class.
I'm telling you, I
You
was
were
a
a
disaster.
silent actor. You missed your time.
Which always swings you back to believing that there was no part of him that could be in front of an audience, in front of a camera, in front of people, and be as outrageous and ridiculous as he was, had he not stolen it from Steve Dunn.
Someone else. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
You think he could have done that bald cap bit he did with Corey Feldman without that? Come on.
Oh my God, no.
Have you guys seen that train wreck? That's the worst thing ever.
I
Like
just tell
common
you,
video.
honestly, in all honesty, it is to me one of the funniest things I think that Howard ever did with on the Channel 9 show. I just think and I'm gonna.
Oh, when he took the wig off and he put the little bald cap on to cover the little bit was left.
Yeah, I just thought that this was so amazingly funny and stupid. And listen, just so you know, Corey Feldman will zing you for the song.
Just kill the audio. Oh, dude, I'm gonna be a Ninja Turtle one day.
Violence, drugs.
And I'm gonna be super,
He's still
super
touring.
popular.
Hey,
in
I
the 2000s.
that for sure. Let me tell you
Wow,
something,
this is
man. I'm not kidding.
horrific.
That's good for the youth, you know.
You wrote this yourself?
Yeah, look at John.
You wrote it yourself?
Wrote it and produced it.
Oh, that's right. This has John in it.
Song. Let's all start dancing, baby.
Just mute it when it goes to the.
I'm doing it. Look at
Oh
that.
God, I'm gonna throw up.
All right,
Oh.
come on. Like, it's so stupid and ridiculous.
And that's the guy that did row your boat.
Yeah, and just think about the fact that here's Corey Feldman thinking he's just putting 1,000% into this into
Whatever it is.
Like this is gonna go somewhere.
Yeah, I mean he gives as much today as he did back then. But here's all these tarts dressed in like just bikinis. There's a black.
It's all
midget.
Kelly Bundy's.
Yeah, there's a midget. There's a midget.
Wait till we get to the John part. Wait till we get to the John part. It's pretty funny.
John part is pretty funny. John part is pretty funny. There's John up there in his.
And then he's yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
just sick crazy. It's such a stupid song. Last time I played this, I got dinged for the stupid song by the group or something like this. Yeah, look what's going on here. Look at the dancing.
He's like this century's Michael Jackson.
Dude.
Look at John. Look at Howard. It's just such ridiculousness. John's gonna do like his gorilla or his monkey or something like that. I think Howard looks so ridiculously funny in this clip, though. It does make me.
It goes to show you he would do anything for money.
Yeah, of course.
That's all this is.
Just think of the silliness of this stupid show. I would like to do a whole Channel 9. Look at him.
Look at him. Look at that. Look at that.
I'd like to do a whole Channel 9.
We have to. We have to.
You know, at some point, we definitely have to do that.
We'd have plenty of time because he's not going to do a lot of shows.
Yes, look, there's John.
Oh, dear Lord. What the hell?
So just imagine, if you will, Corey Feldman singing some completely ridiculous song that nobody cares about. Look at Howard. Has to get his ass on air. Can't just let the poor kid.
Did we miss the John?
Wait, is that Gary? I just saw Gary.
For sure.
Oh my God. In the white t-shirt. There he is.
Yeah, you're right.
That's Gary.
Heavy G.
Heavy G. Oh, Howard, Howard should have just shaved his hair off. It would have been so.
It would have been fine. This is what it looks like. It would have been fine.
While we're listening to what we're not
Kevin Hart.
What's Up with Youth? And yeah, this was just a ridiculous.
I went down one of those rabbit holes. Apparently people go to this dude's concerts because he fucks up every night.
Every time.
People literally go just to watch him screw up.
He smacks his head into the mic.
Dude, the one last week was
it's embarrassing.
His band supposed to get the crowd to yell, "Here comes the comeback kid," or something comeback kid. Nobody did it. And then he comes out, misses the cue, stops, starts yelling at the band on stage. It's freaking comedy gold.
Look at this big gangly monster.
Oh God.
Well, hey Corey, that was really great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was great, everybody. That's it for Club Howie this week. The great Corey Feldman. What's up with you?
I remember Ralph did all that makeup.
Too sexy for my butt. Yes. Too sexy for my
comeback kid. Thank you.
Sorry, I tend to get distracted. I'm like a cat with a shiny goddamn toy.
Right, right, cat. Right, cat.
And I continue the clip. Here we go.
This is why when I tell you, it was nothing short of a miracle when I went down to the college radio station for the first time. The fact that I could even talk on a microphone was a miracle. I don't know what possessed me to do it, and I don't even know how I found the courage or strength to do it.
Oh my God.
Well, now I understand when Lou said you were so nervous. I didn't, I thought, usual nerves. No, it was.
No, I could barely get the words out.
Barely get the words out.
Traumatic.
Mm-hmm.
It was trauma.
It took me so many years to overcome. Howard Stern.
Isn't he 70?
Yes.
He's 70 now.
Yeah.
This is 55 years ago.
I'm glad. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who talks about their youth and their childhood as much as
when you're 70.
I mean, no.
You know what? When your high school director was Cecil B. DeMille, it's like maybe no one will give a shit anymore because you should have got over that crap like 65 years ago.
Like my mother is 8 years older than him, right? 8 years. And she never talks about her youth. And, she had a fucked up childhood. I mean, listen, all of us had.
Well,
me and Desi Lou.
Well, remember, I'm from a Sicilian Italian family. Yeah, they talk about that stuff. But then again, they're insane. So that's that. But not like this. This is crazy talk. I mean, to remember like certain exact days with things that you and talk about it like it happened last week, and then do the same story at least 200 times. That story has been told 200 times now.
Because it's part of his psychiatric upbringing. He needs to relive things in order to get over them, but he never gets over it. Like he can't, the way sometimes if you were like abused or you had something, if you talk about it, it relieves the pressure of keeping it inside.
But when does it stop?
It never does, dude. My mom's still going, bro.
Yeah.
I literally have had conversations like, Mom, you know, I was in the Sahara Desert, and it was like, and she goes, oh, when I was younger, I was really thirsty once, and like it always goes back to my. I'm like, what? How do you know it? Like literally, she my mom like fails to acknowledge anything. Like, but it's all good, whatever.
Yeah.
It is
All
what
right.
it is.
Moving on.
The set with this guy.
Oh, he's talking about.
And I didn't know anything. I didn't know any better. I didn't even realize the miracle of this guy's acting technique because
Miracle.
I never acted before and I never acted with anyone. So I'd sit down with this guy.
This is about Paul Giamatti, right? We're still. This
I
is
think so. I think it's Giamatti.
Okay, yeah.
Do a take, so they could track the cameras and things. But I don't even know that. I remember at the most, maybe we take something 3 times because they had to get a close-up on me, a close-up on him. It's a one-camera shoot. It was a real movie. I like that bullshit they make today. So
bitter much?
I didn't realize I thought this is what acting is. It was so simple that the director, Betty Thomas, would go act, go ahead, start, whatever the fuck she yelled. Action.
Start.
I do the scene.
Yeah,
I didn't even know I was acting. And I never occurred to me. I go, how the fuck is this guy doing? I didn't even know what he was doing.
You see, that's the difference, Howard. And that's why you've never been in another movie again. Because your acting is really just a reflection upon who you are. So it was probably really, really easy for you to just be you.
Actually, no, he can't play himself.
So scared to
he played himself.
Else.
You barely do that.
He's so scared to be somebody else because he doesn't know how to act. Because he's
Who
not.
do you want to be today? Who do you want to be?
He's not a trained actor and he can't act. So it's so delusional to think that you would have gotten the part in that Bradley Cooper movie. I mean, it just boggles one's mind to even think about it.
Considering they already cast the movie.
And the part was written for the guy who actually won the Oscar. It was actually written for him. But okay. And even Bradley Cooper admits, even though he did ask Howard, I don't really think it was real. Like, I think he was just kind of blowing smoke up his ass. Honestly, I think it was just blowing smoke up his ass.
It's CRP. We get it. You want attention, bro? You can join the chat. You don't have to cut and paste, man.
So you just gave him more attention than he needed.
No, I'm just saying. Well, I'm about to kick him out.
Hope you're happy. Podcast. Nobody knows who CPR is. Nobody cares. Let's move on. All right, so now we're going to talk about all the people that are going to mention him at the Oscars. Here we go.
Jimmy Kimmel's going to host the Oscars.
So
Paul Giamatti's up for Best Actor. Bradley's up for Best Actor. And Best Original Screenplay. Robert Downey Jr., Best Supporting Actor. Emily Blunt's up for Best Supporting Actress for Oppenheimer. We've had her on the show. Billie Eilish we've had on the show twice. She's up for the second Oscar for Best Song. What Was I Made For from Barbie. So I imagine the Oscars will just be filled with people thanking us, mentioning Howard Stern's show. It's going to be very exciting.
They number of Oscars a particular movie. Thank you. How many mentions do you think there could be?
Zero.
I could see Kimmel possibly mentioning
the delusion
me, or doing a Baba Booey reference.
Jimbo Kimball.
I
have to see that Godzilla -1 movie.
Yes, you do.
How many times has Kimmel hosted the show, the Oscars?
I don't know, like 2, 3 times, 4 times.
And it's been
more
horrible.
than once,
Actually,
right? Has he ever even slightly made a reference to Howard?
Never. So you know what's funny though?
Baba Booey once at the end of the show.
So but what's great though is that Jimbo Kimball, every year he does the Oscars, he halves the audience. So pretty soon he can have it to the point they won't have one. It's pretty impressive, actually. And then keep going back to the guy that kills their audience.
I just saying Jeff Lewis on Radio India in New York City last week at Sirius Studios and said the place is empty. Did you see, though, how Jeff Lewis basically ripped Andy a new asshole about his set and the studio and how shitty it looked? It was pretty that's pretty rude.
You know why, though? Because all the money went to a big wigged pelican.
Yes, which is basically just an empty shell with velvet and purple walls.
I mean, Paul Giamatti should just be thanking me the entire time.
Yes,
I mean,
he
Jesus Christ.
He owes his whole career.
Robert
to you.
Downey Jr. certainly should thank me.
Why?
Thank you. Thank you.
What
Thank
is wrong with him, man?
He's delusional.
How
5
stupid.
mentions,
Listen.
the Howard Stern show or some variation on it.
Listen,
Who's going to get more mentions, me or God? A lot of people thank God, but I think this might be my year.
You might beat God this year.
Yeah.
Delusion much?
Paul Giamatti mentioned me after winning a Golden Globe.
he mentioned you in a discussion backstage with reporters, not
Yeah, it wasn't on stage.
not
Kimmel's
on
going to
stage.
host the.
Stupid man.
Oh, Kimmel's going to host it. He has hosted the show.
Yes,
How'd that
and
worked out for you, buddy?
He loses audience like
Yeah?
like flies. It's
So he
great.
was telling this story about Private Parts. He was telling a story about Paul Giamatti and Private Parts, and again this freaking app. And I tried to catch it, and I didn't catch it. But he said something like the day they were talking about the fact that that slutty chick who was in porn.
Oh, Jenna Jameson.
Basically naked
All the time, yes.
With just heels on, which I
The
find
slutty girl that was in porn. Let's
That
narrow
limited
that
it down. But how did I know that it was Jenna Jameson?
because who else would we be talking about when we
I
talk
know.
right?
And I heard the show.
He said something like, and the day that Paul was on set, okay, which led me to believe, and I didn't catch it, and I'm so sorry that I don't have it, but which led me to believe that all of Paul Giamatti's
It was
lines,
done in one day.
entirety of Private Parts, was done in one day.
Oh, absolutely. If you look at his part, it isn't a lot. His airtime is very small. You easily shoot that in one day because you don't want to pay that actor for a prolonged period of time.
Exactly.
You shoot it in 12 hours, be done.
So all this bullshit, all this blowing smoke up everybody's ass. He was already in Sideways, which was a great movie.
Massive hit.
Massive hit, exactly. And the fact that you don't know the movie, basically, so therefore you think that his entire career was started with.
So the other thing you weren't able to catch. Thank you, Sunflower Dragon. $10. A sawbuck. That's the other thing. The other thing that you didn't catch was that he kind of let it slip that he never really ever talked to Paul Giamatti.
And I'm going to play it right now.
Oh, you do have it. Okay. I thought you missed that too because it's hard to catch.
I got some of it, but not
Oh,
all.
okay.
Oh, here we go.
I've heard Paul talk about the movie, and he said, it was the most fun. I mean, it really was the most fun because, like, I remember Paul got a kick out of Jenna Jameson was working the same day he was working, and a fully nude Jenna
I did
Jameson
catch
was
that.
just.
Oh, you did? Okay, the same day.
Same day he was working. One day he was on set. One day. And Howard didn't interact with him at all.
Online for the craft services table. Like, she didn't even bother putting on a robe. That's how comfortable she was naked.
She was complete,
Yeah.
except for the heels.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Well, she's hot. That girl was insanely hot. She was the greatest. And yeah, and then I think Betty, the director, went over and said, Jenna, maybe you want to put on a robe for the eating. And she was like, oh, okay, sorry.
I know.
I was like, oh, great.
Completely nude, not even a merkin. And
yeah.
A merkin.
A merc. I don't know why she would wear a merc.
Why would she wear a merkin? It's Jenna Jameson. The way she looked is the way she always looked on. Why would she wear? Okay, anybody who doesn't know what a merkin is a false pubic hair that women would put on to emulate what they would look like if they had full bushwalla, as opposed to girls today who basically look like they're 12 years old.
That's the only
at the food table.
So yeah, Paul Giamatti. Oh, and I'm real excited about this booking.
Oh no,
John Cena too, coming up in February.
John Cena.
You're excited about John Cena?
I'm excited about John Cena very much. Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
I mean, I see him at like once every month or two.
Why is John Cena going in there?
Because he's coming out with a movie, I think. Oh no, is it a movie or doing something with the wrestling again?
I'm sad to hear that. All I know is that Peacemaker is quite possibly one of the best shows on TV. He is so amazing as
funny.
Ridiculous superhero.
Oh, WrestleMania. Yeah, it was WrestleMania. WWF. Yeah, that's why. WWE, whatever they call themselves now.
Oh, is that something new? Right, it's going on.
He's a short little guy too.
Is he?
He's just seeing. He's not that.
No,
he's not. He's not super tall. You figure
he's
he's
like
taller.
6'1".
He doesn't seem that tall though.
Really?
Remember?
Yeah.
Remember, he's the guy that almost kicked my ass.
He's pretty big. I mean, he's
dude,
wide. Maybe that's why
he's made of cement. He almost killed my producer.
I mean,
because him and his girlfriend were having an argument.
Oh shit!
And he was literally gonna kill the crew. He was gonna pick us up and like beat us to death with
married?
each other's body
I
parts.
saw him at a car thing, and literally his shoulders were like this wide, and I'm like, "That's
Dude,
why."
the dude.
I mean, maybe that's why he didn't seem so tall because his freaking. All I could see is his shoulders that were like 3 feet across.
Listen, I don't know anything about him other than he's a mountain of a man. There seems to be a little, performance stuff going on.
Did you even know that he was in Barbie?
No, I didn't.
The dude is prolific. He never stops doing stuff.
He works hard.
Ridiculous cameo in Barbie. Here's what he looks like in it. It's just so silly and so ridiculous. But that's what you have to love about him, though. Seriously, that right there, that's what you love about him, because he will do that without any thought whatsoever. And you gotta love that about a guy. You just have to. I think it's absolutely adorable that he would do
My
that.
favorite thing about him is there's this greasy spoon near me, and he'll actually roll up in one of his high-end cars and go eat, and he eats outside.
Yeah.
What? And he eats outside, and it's like there's always like these girls like hovering.
Because they can. Because
it's hilarious though.
And
they all want to go over and talk to him. He goes.
Recently he broke the record for most Make-A-Wish wishes.
Oh wow!
So
cool.
the dude does
Oh yeah, but I mean, he's nice to every last one of them. But he's sitting there, and they're like, "You can come over and talk to me." He's like, "Okay," so they go over.
So he's a good guy.
He's a good guy. It's
Except for almost
hilarious,
kicking my ass. Yes, absolutely.
Better than
then again,
and he's a
who
really
doesn't?
good guy.
And do you think he'll even mention the fact that he gives to charities and does that? No. He will never.
That won't ever happen.
This
He's
is
just
all
going to
coming
talk
in
about his
February,
muscles.
which of course then leads us to believe is he not going to be on for the remainder
not gonna be
of
on.
January? And again, I did not hear that.
I did.
So let's go move on. I just want you to know I really don't like Richard anymore. Like I just think that he's.
Oh, you mean you're
He's a
tired?
weirdo, dude. That's
You're
just
tired of the act?
I'm tired of the act. I'm
the
tired
bumpkin.
of telling your dad about Kansas City being in the, in the big game again. I hate everything about this voice.
Hey, Richard.
Hey.
What's going on with you? Did you?
Well, first off, how about them cheese?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I hate that voice. I hate that kind of voice. I don't like it ever. And it just really annoys me. And so basically his wife won't watch. He's my favorite. He won't watch. His wife won't watch the game with him because
What a see you
smells.
next Tuesday.
because she's not a fan of Kansas City, so she won't watch it.
Sea monkey.
Oh, she's a Philly person, right?
She
And
gets
then
that-
definitely sea monkey.
Right, something like that.
So
Yeah.
I like Benjamin's thought on why Cena's coming in. Maybe he's coming in for Robin's Make-A-Wish.
Oh,
Good.
that's probably accurate.
It may be accurate.
I like.
Here we have a special girl in the audience. No, really, we were supposed to shoot this dude, and his girlfriend was like being a sea monkey to him. He rips off his mic, throws it on the ground, smashes his $5,000 mic. He's just furious. He stands up, and he looks at us, and we're all like, "You gotta go talk to him, dude." He comes over. He was just fucking. I don't want to fucking do this shit. You guys are making me look like fucking idiot. Like she had him by the balls, and I don't even know if any of that aired, but he was going to kill us.
What was the show?
I can't say. It was for the WWE.
Okay.
But it was a segment thingy.
Well, I think that they're doing something on Netflix now, or they're doing something.
Yeah,
Netflix
Netflix
is now paying
just bought
for
the rights for
WWE.
Raw.
For Raw.
Oh, interesting.
Raw.
Then he started going into a whole discussion about The Bachelor, which is his favorite show. He also made mention of the fact that the one movie that made him cry in the last couple of years has been called Sleeping Booth. And that he's also watching My Life with the Walter Boys. Not gonna lie, over the holidays where it was like Christmas and we weren't doing a show, I did in fact watch My Life with the Walter Boys. I banged it.
Excuse me.
It's gay. Super gay. I can't even imagine I
Excuse
watch
me.
it. No, it's not for you. It's not even for me. It's probably for somebody like 17, honestly.
Oh, then it fits Howard perfectly.
He loves, and I can see why he would love a show like this.
Are we doing Judy Bloom again? Is this what's going on?
Yes, are you there, God? Yes,
We're back to Judy Bloom, guys.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you so much. So he starts talking about The Bachelor, and he starts talking about this guy named Grocery Joe. Now, nobody would really know who this person is, except for the fact that he was on The Bachelorette, maybe, and he was one of the guys, and people asked him what he did for a living, and he owned like a grocery store or something like that. So he needs to tell us that his daughter lived near Grocery Joe. So let's hear that story. Now, you don't even have to say it because you're wrong, Dennis. You're wrong. Just so you know. Just
No. But he's
you're wrong. Hang on. I'm gonna tell you. Don't say it. Stop the
I'll give you the reality. Like one of my daughters lives in Manhattan, and for a while she was living in a building that was right near Grocery Joe.
Right. He just
from The
moved to New
Bachelor.
York.
She goes, yeah, Ashley. She calls me, Dad. Guess who I saw? I said, who? Grocery Joe. And after I watched the show, thank God, I forget who. I go, who the fuck is Grocery Joe? She goes, Dad, you just watched him for a whole season on The Bachelor.
So Grocery Joe is nobody cares about. Like
exactly.
Nobody cares about Grocery Joe. Here's Grocery Joe, just so you could see it. I think Cookie is probably the only person on our site.
Cookie in Vegas
would care about Grocery Joe. He was a contestant on a 14th season of The Bachelorette. And then he married this chick named Serena, and now they live in New York. That's pretty much all you need to know. That's it. That's all you got. But yet, this conversation went on for about an hour. Like he talked about The Bachelor, the new show. He was talking about the new guy that's on The Bachelor.
You got to get their money's worth out of him,
Yeah, yes, of course.
The funny
Hardy
thing
Boys.
is,
Now we're getting Hardy Boys reference.
I don't know.
We should do a Parker Stevens show.
Oh, Jesus. So the funny part about that, though, is before that clip, they were going on that he went back to like Philly, and then
you're talking about the different Bachelor. So
I was so confused.
Yes,
I was so confused by the way they were rambling.
This is why I'm telling you. So the new Bachelor's name is Joe as well, Joey. And he was living in Hawaii and moved back to Philly just recently to be closer to his family.
The way that they rambled, you had when you're listening to it in real time, I couldn't follow what he was saying. I mean, literally, it was just like
because I knew that you said no, this is bullshit. They're not doing the right. Not in Philly, blah. And I was like, oh, I don't think they're talking about the same person, and so that's why I had to listen to it close.
You have to parse the damn stuff. I mean, it's utterly ridiculous. And then I can't believe that anybody would recognize that guy. He was eliminated on the first show.
Yeah, who cares?
The first.
But no, here's what happened. So then he went on Bachelor in Paradise, and that's where he met his girlfriend, who then became his wife. That's I'm saddened to be able to tell you.
Do you realize you actually lost a useful bit of information to remember that?
A lot of pieces of my brain are falling out right this moment. I want to read you something that Bagel Oasis said on the listening thread today. In a sick way, I'm tuning in at this point to see how low the bar can get. Every day at 10 o'clock and 1 second when the show ends, we have just listened to the worst show ever. We also just listened to the best show he will ever do again. I'm kind of fascinated.
That's kind of deep.
Depths this is finding. That is deep. And you know what? I stared at it today and I was like,
it was very deep.
We just listened to the worst show ever. We also just listened to the best show he will ever do again. Think about that, everybody. How crazy is that?
I mean, it's
that was genius. It really
was genius because it's true.
It's true.
The bottom, the Marianas Trench
is
at the bottom. I mean, literally, it's beyond
that. Was
that.
like that was almost like Morrissey. How soon is now?
It is.
Oh,
deep.
It's way too deep. It was way too deep for the morning.
I kind of like I Am the Sun and the Air, which is Sun SON and Air
like the Air to a Fortune,
as opposed to Sun SUN and Air AIR.
Yeah,
about that. I've listened
Hey,
to
you know what? You know, Mo? Just shut your mouth. How can you say?
pie hole.
I go about things the wrong way.
I know. All right. So then here's his edict on work, because he was talking about this bachelorette dude and about how he has time to play golf and do all this stuff. But here's what he told his girls. You listen to the work ethic of Howard Stern.
If the first thing on your resume is that you beat Angry Birds 1 and 2, you're in big trouble in life.
He didn't write that. He doesn't even know what Angry Birds is.
Listen, I always told my kids, when you're in your 20s, you got tremendous energy. And if you take that energy and you put it into a career, you'll be successful. This is
get a black beard.
And not sit in your 20s and collect action figures and watch Me TV. You can't do it.
Yeah, I see. Emily took that advice right to heart.
Yes.
I believe that Emily Stern is absolutely the one sternoid that that took it to heart for sure.
Yeah.
Of worship. Like a magic cape empowering your ancient incantation. Does it swaddle you in comfort? Do its fibers touched by eternity, woven light of all, the hope of everything, finding her way home.
Oh, look, just like Dennis.
Dude, just like
Eloteinu ruach ha'olam. Asher yashtanu
dude.
echad. V'tzivtanu lehitatei.
Merukata, I'm annoyed.
Blessed are you, Shekhinah, our God, Spirit of the
Clear your throat.
sanctifies us with her commandments and command.
All right, that's your girl.
Dude, that makes Mr. Whisker stuff seem like Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, yeah. Mr. Judy Tenuta is at Dennis's house.
It is, but we don't talk about that.
Stems from Dennis's house. Don't you know that? Is this how you act when you don't have to work? Yes, sometimes.
Yes. Absolutely. Not only that, you don't have to worry about money ever for ever.
Wait.
What?
I just saw it. Damn.
What?
Dennis needs a shawl like that. Oh, it's from Autobat II. So
you know what I was talking about earlier? I left it up here. Oh, we'll get to it in a moment.
Well, keep this in mind. Remember the end of Private Parts where her water breaks and they're at the AC/DC concert?
Yes.
That's the kid that we're going to have. They should have just walked to the hospital. What's the hurry? The kid ain't going to accomplish dick.
Just like on the floor by the station, by the toilet.
It's true. It's true.
Just keep walking. All right. So you might have heard yesterday about Fat Gary or Heavy G.
Heavy G.
So in some bizarre fucked up reality now, Jason is picking on Gary and how fat he is. So
Jason should shut up, dude. His face is
between the two of them. I'd rather be a fat Gary than a thin Jason.
Yeah, any day. Any day I'd rather be
any
fat
day
Gary
of the week.
Jason.
Hello.
I agree. So so let's just listen to this. Basically, so Jason had a meeting, like a lunch meeting, where they catered it the other day. Now, why Jason's having catered lunches at
Because
Sirius?
he's the executive producer of the show.
Again, why Jason is having catered lunches at Sirius is beyond me. But he said he went to letting people, telling people to make a note of what Gary eats during the luncheon. So let's listen in.
Gary did not diet at lunch the other day. He says Gary ignored all my.
I said I was not starting a diet yesterday.
Jason, what happened? What did you witness? If you don't
I
mind?
thought because we were all watching him, I wasn't even hiding it. I was like, I had a big meeting that was catered, and I said, everyone just keep an eye on what Gary's eating and report back to me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I knew it.
Right.
So you go out there. There are 4 different salads to choose from. Gary walked past all 4. So just the salad off the table. He took
there you go.
a turkey wrap and a helping of pasta and red sauce. So that was the lunch. Then he went back and got a second helping of pasta with red sauce. Then he ate a bag of something called skinny pop chips and ended it all with a cookie.
Oh my God!
I threw the. By the way, I only had half the rap, but yeah, all that's true. What bizarre
What do you
world
mean
did
half
we
the
live in?
rap? You went for seconds.
Second,
No, second
seconds of the
pasta.
pasta.
Listen,
Oh.
if you were having the wrap, why not take the bread off the wrap or the wrap?
How do you take a bread off a wrap?
Pasta? Have pasta and bread is a lot.
Yeah, it was
It's a
the rap
wrap,
wasn't that good, but I'm looking at this. I'm like, what bizarre world do we live in where Skinny Jason is making fun of what Fat Gary ate?
Jason, what did you eat?
I had a green salad with chicken breast on it.
Nice.
Show off. Yep.
Boring.
Is there any lazier form of entertainment than people talking about what they ate
believe for
for
a
lunch?
second that
There's
Jason
literally no. I mean, yeah.
Oh, he did have his stomach stapled. Absolutely.
Dude.
Like, I don't believe that was all Weight Watchers.
The Loser Club has a beautiful thought here. Jason looks like the puppet from a Phil Collins music video in his Land of Confusion. He looks like.
Go see that.
It's the land of confusion.
I got it. Let me go see if I can get a video.
I think I know exactly which one. Actually, Gary's in that too.
I gotta lower it so that we can actually play it.
There's Gary.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Ronald and Nancy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it looks more like
So
Jason
disturbing.
Kaplan. Didn't they have one other
Yeah,
one
this
in
is
here? They had a
Genesis,
few
right?
scary ones. One really looked like
Well, Superman, where are you now?
Oh, sing for us.
No.
Videos were so weird back then. Oh, there's Jason.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did anybody see a couple of that? Phil Collins is getting divorced from his wife, and his
'Cause he
wife
stinks.
claiming that she doesn't have any money, so she was auctioning off some of her stuff. You guys would just be—I don't even know what we're talking about here. I'm sorry. I
You
don't
heard
know.
about Phil Collins' wife and that she's
No.
auctioning junk off.
No. I didn't know why we were watching the Phil Collins thing because I didn't think that anybody looked like.
Well, the giant, there was the bigger nose and the really skinny body. So yeah, that's Jason Kaplan. The Madam puppet looks just like him.
Just so you know, so Phil Collins' wife. This is kind of crazy and a little digression here. Phil Collins' ex-wife auctioning off $4 million worth of items. So basically, her house went into foreclosure. He looks like any Irish dude at the pub, by the way.
Yes,
Any.
yes, he does.
Like, I would never think
And
that
she
that
looks
guy was
like
famous
any
for-
mail order bride.
Absolutely. And she suspect to being female. Suspect.
Oh yeah, that too.
Suspect.
Oh
Okay.
wow, there's some guns. Oof.
Yeah.
I remember.
Let's look here. Chanel purses, diamonds, clothing. Look at the price on this.
Did she auction off the other two members of Genesis?
They're
$20,500
not worth anything.
just for that necklace. Here's a brass of Phil Collins. This looks like everything that you would get in that ugly store in Fifth Avenue that sells artwork, right?
Yes.
Hang on a second. Let's move on. I really want you guys to see. I mean, the shit that she was selling is mind-numbing. I mean, just $40 million home in Miami. Oh, so his daughter is Lily Collins, full circle. She's Emily in Paris.
Who? Oh, really?
Oh.
Yes. Full circle. Emily Collins.
Full
Well, was it the first time? Was it the last time they ever met?
Yes. met. Okay, so here's the end of the show. Here's his promos. Here's where I'm trying to listen to see whether or not he talks about the fact that he's not going to be in tomorrow. Blah, 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 blah. So let's listen in and see what he has to say for us.
Hey, so there you go. I've run out of time.
Run out of time.
I need to play you this call that we did. That's amazing. Man possessed by Donald Trump. We called it the religious show and had a demonic possession. We have an exclusive feature on something called the Meetup. I don't even want to tell you what the Meetup is.
All right, does anybody know what the Meetup is? Because
No. Is that usually like anonymous sex at a truck stop?
Sounds that way in a bathhouse.
well, as he was talking about it, I went to see what it was, and this is what I found. So basically, the people platform where interests become friendships. So let's
Is that
look.
Sounds
Grindr?
lame. And
Isn't
that sounds lame.
That you just described Grindr.
No.
Let's see if there's anything.
Wow.
Are we really doing this?
No, we're not. We're not. So there's virtual meetups. There's guests. Yeah, let's
This
watch
looks
Human
completely
Bonding,
lame.
Betty Davis and Queens together.
Wait, this is supposed to be part of the Series app? Is that what's going on?
It's the thing where people go to hang out with each other. Just go meet up. I guess that's what it is.
Jesus.
Okay.
I don't know. This is new. For
Hey,
me.
that's so original. Maybe they can like swipe one way if they like him and swipe the other way if they don't like him.
Maybe if it
So
works,
original.
if it works that way.
Jared, what were you doing on Grindr, bro?
Here's the clip of Howard talking about how everybody is going to be a Oscar winner.
Emily
that
Blunt's
will-
up for Best Supporting.
Here we go.
I imagine the Oscars will be filled with people thanking us, mentioning Howard Stern's show. Jimmy Kimmel's going to host the Oscars. Paul Giamatti's up for Best Actor. Bradley's up for Best
Everybody's
Actor.
smiling and just having the best
Original
time with him.
Screenplay. Robert Downey Jr., Best Supporting Actor.
Oh, everybody's so
Emily
happy.
Blunt's up for Best
Oh, we're
Supporting
laughing so
Actress for
hard.
Oppenheimer.
Howard.
Really up. What was that? It's going to be
You're
very
so famous and rich.
Count the number of Oscars.
It's Harry Carey. Look
Look at this. 77
many
likes,
mentions
7 retweets.
Wow.
Woo, slow
Brilliant.
down.
Maya.
See Jimmy Kimmel possibly mentioning me or doing a Baba Booey reference.
Jimbo Kimball.
I think if we're looking at maybe 3 or 4, maybe possibly 5 mentions of Howard.
Robin's face. Jesus Christ. It just
Meanwhile, there's a kid that unboxed Cheetos today that made like quadruple that, those many friggin' views. And like,
Exactly.
like no joke.
There's a 700-pound woman who did mukbang by eating like an entire bucket of Kentucky.
You know what? I bet our precious Jabba the Hutt chick or dude probably got
Oh,
more.
that's way above his.
more likes
That's
than-
way above his.
Like, I follow some guy on Instagram that's a guy in his golden, and he has like I think average of 15,000 likes a day, you know, and that's just like his dog. Meanwhile, Howard's got what 70?
70.
Yeah, good for you, king of all likes.
Let's see what's
King
up.
of all media, as long as it's only radio.
Yep.
Let's see what's going on with our girl Alweezy.
Oh,
Oh dear God.
How many likes and views does that have? Just out of curiosity.
Wait, hold on, I gotta go back.
Jesus Christ!
Oh dear God.
You know what? You know what? The best part of this. This is the worst Radio Gunk show we'll ever do, and it's the best one we'll ever do.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh God.
Jabos.
I'm getting really nauseous.
Jesus Christ.
I follow Alweezy.
Wait, no, go. Can you tell us like the view counts on any of those?
The show's view counts. I don't care, please.
Just
Oh,
like
God, I'm
curiosity.
getting sick.
1.5 million.
Okay,
There you go.
Thank you.
But Howard got 70.
1.7 million to throw a cake in her face. Well, his face. Well,
That is-
Whatever it is.
That is
it
nuts.
Just yeah.
Alweezy at a trampoline park.
Yeah. Oh dear Christ.
Yeah.
I thought that was like the isn't that the nose guard for like the Eagles?
Those guys. That's Jason Kelsey's replacement for next year for the Eagles.
Trampoline park.
Or this one, Allie. This is the one I want to do. The monkey bars. You can do this one. Monkey bars or the net maybe. The net would be easy, so I'm not gonna lie to you.
You know, it's like taking Beetlejuice to like a
But it's
park.
easy.
You know, he's
I think
just
she
gonna
was
tell.
You know, they took that from me, Robin.
Yeah, watch. Come on, do it.
I'm not gonna beat your beach side. Oh.
So you got food in here.
All right.
No, stop.
Alweezy.
No, stop.
Alweezy. And they just fuck with him, her, it, whatever.
Yes, it is a video of me.
Yeah.
Thank you. See, now
wait.
you guys don't have to wonder anymore.
So
Laundry room.
finish the
Laundry
show
room.
so that we can go to friend Riley because I didn't realize that he has a Twitter account.
Is
He does?
when I do this, it's going to blow the lid off of it's going to blow people's minds
Oh,
and the
still on
lid
Meetup.
off of journalism. We're probably going to win a local Emmy.
We'll be in the local Emmys.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know how sad this dude is?
I do. We do.
This is like the dude standing outside the party looking at the people inside going, oh, wow, look, I might know them.
I should mention I will get to Blit and JD canoe trip.
Thank you, Law. Absolutely. You're 100% correct.
Let's put it this way. JD should be nowhere near a canoe. Maybe a little teaser.
Yeah, I thought they were supposed to do that today.
And also,
Yeah, it was.
Paul Giamatti, Billy Joel, John Cena, and so many more. You got a lot of stuff to look forward to, but go on the SiriusXM app. I've been more and more impressed with that app.
Really?
Garbage.
With it.
Yeah.
What can I tell you?
What can you tell?
I actually listened back to Stephen A. Smith. I liked it so much.
Wow.
I listened to it yesterday. I put it on in my office. Listen to Stephen A. Smith and go, boy, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you.
And listen to some Ronnie bits. You can scroll through there, and I think you got a lot of good stuff up on that app.
Scrolling.
Way to go with that app. So much fun.
Oh yeah, fun.
And I'm into it. What can I say? So it's a lot to keep you busy. Okay, that's it for today. Bye.
Coming to the Howard Stern Show.
Paddle to the right. Right. I am.
Two staffers embark on a journey of self-discovery.
We gotta do this for fucking 4 hours. Oh, fuck you. All right. Paddle. I'm trying.
John Blitt and JD's canoe camping trip.
Paddle to the right. Okay. God. I'm tired of being in this thing. And now I got a fucking spider on me. You'll have a better experience if you hold.
I can't anymore.
All right, so on the app, they changed the ending of the show.
What do you mean?
Because I heard it live over satellite. The ending of the show was completely different. If that's the direct jump, there was no promo for the thing right after it. He went, "Oh my God, we're not on next week." Oh, I didn't know that. And then he did a ZipRecruiter commercial at the end. He did a ZipRecruiter commercial, and then they played that they're going to go and do the wrap up show. That's how the show actually ended. That's how it actually ended. So they changed the end of the show on the app.
Dun, dun, dun.
See? Dennis listens so you don't have to.
He cut it out because he said it twice. And then he went, "Oh, wow. So I guess you're not going to get it next week. You'll have to wait for that."
Promo wasn't on. That promo wasn't on?
That was not on. Trust me. I would have talked about it.
That's how it ended.
That is not how the show ended in real time.
Can we just discuss for a second that it is now January 24th? It is about 17 degrees in Pennsylvania, right by the water gap right now.
Yes.
And this had to have been filmed maybe like in August or September of last year. And this is like a big deal to them that they're going to get to it at some point in the near future. Okay.
I mean,
sounds par for the course, bro.
Wait, it is absolutely par because they were talking about the regional Emmys, and they were talking about the regional Emmys from 2022.
Yeah. Okay. I can't rewind on the app anymore. Like I used to be able to start
Think about that for a second.
Hold it, and then come back to it later on in the day, and then just scroll right back to 7 o'clock, which is
You
why.
know what?
Yeah.
We're going to have to go back to John's VHS tapes of the show.
Yeah, I would really like to have heard.
So yes, they totally
have to
changed
come back
the
to that
ending.
again.
The ending of the show was completely different than what we just heard. Completely different. That wasn't even close to what happened.
Jeez.
He cut out.
Paging Dr. Howard.
He cut out. They cut out everything mentioning about that you're gonna have to wait to hear the stuff. Oh, I didn't realize we're off next week. He cut out all the stuff about him not being on next week.
Well, let me listen again. Let me listen to a little
Not
bit.
there. He cut it out. He totally edited the end of the show.
Hey, so there you go. Yeah, that's amazing. Man, let's put it this way. JD should be nowhere near a canoe. Maybe a little teaser. And also coming soon, Paul Giamatti, Billy Joel, John Cena, and so many more. You got a lot of stuff to look forward to, but go on the SiriusXM app. I've been more and more impressed with that app. I'm busy with it.
Did you talk about the app? Yes,
What can I tell you?
Yeah, he talked about the app, but then he went, "Hold on, let me go look."
Back to Stephen A. Smith. I liked it so much. I listened to it yesterday. I put it on in my office, and I was listening to Stephen A. Smith. I go, boy, that's a good one. And I listened to some Ronnie bits. You can scroll through there, and I'll tell you, we got a lot of good stuff up on that app. Way to go with that app. So
Wow.
much fun.
That app. Fun.
And, I'm into it. What can I say? So it's a lot to keep you busy. Okay,
There it
that's
goes.
it for
There's the
today.
cut.
Bye.
Coming to the
That's the cut right there. Because this is the way it went.
So much fun. And, I'm into it. What can I say? So it's a lot to keep you busy.
Everybody hates the app.
All right.
Everybody.
So this is the way it went. He said, "I've run out of time. Next week I have so much to get to. I need to rest." He said, "I need to rest. I have this cough." And then you go, "Oh, we're off next week. Oh, I guess you're gonna end up waiting longer to hear that stuff." Because not only I heard it, Sternwig heard it, and so did Kive 96. We all heard it. He's off next week.
Right. So I'm
And
like,
then they cut
I'm
it out.
taking crazy pills because there was no mention of him being off next week.
Yep.
Oh my God, I suck. Okay.
No,
If Howard needs an example why people hate him or don't care anymore,
this is
back
it.
in K-Rock, he used to the Tom Chiasano, the complain about the building, complain about everything his boss did to him. Now he toes the company line. What a great app! When everybody knows it's complete garbage. That's why you people stop caring about the show, because the dude's just a colossal tool.
So here's the other part of the ending of the show. Kive 96. Thank God we're off next week because I need to sleep. He said that. And then what he said at the end of the show, that's it for today. Bye. And then it went into a commercial.
Most
That's
honest
the way
man.
the show ended. That's literally how it ended. There's no way. It didn't end any way they played it on the app.
Anybody who's listening to this show, please, if you have a copy of today's show where he cut off the fact that he is in fact off next week, can you please send it to me at radiogunk@gmail.com or post it in the forums at radiogunk.com/forums.
So that's the way the show ended, really. Not the
Many
way.
serious updated terms, shorter time frame to cancel for refunds and more. What are you talking about, Zumadog?
What? Are you serious?
Shorter time frame to cancel for refunds. What does that mean?
Oh, so if you pay for it and you don't like, I think probably they changed. If you don't like it, you used to have like 30
No, we
days,
cannot refund your money.
and now they think they've cut it down. I don't know what they cut it down to. Please elaborate, because they are garbage.
Do you think magic carpets grow on trees?
All right, that's it. So that's all we got. So yeah, maybe I guess he is.
There's no show next week. I'm pretty sure of that. I
You
heard
cannot
it twice.
cancel the show. It's not available to you next week. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
I can't believe he edited that so heavily, though. That's insane.
All right. Well, that's yeah.
So we'll see you guys in 2 weeks then, because we won't do anything.
Gunk in the night next week, I guess.
We're doing it.
There will be a Gunk in the night next week to commemorate the Ted Bundy 40th anniversary of his death.
But you will see me before
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is where we can see you, baby.
You're going to see a new video coming out tomorrow
of
me going to Ybor City in my BMW.
Comma BOR. Ybor.
Ybor. It's
Ybor.
Ybor City.
Excuse me, Dennis, will you be doing the levitating rope trick?
Yeah. Yes. I also be taming a snake.
What are you gonna be doing, Dennis? What's
So
those
I'm-
snakes are
I'm-
they're quite treacherous.
Quite treacherous.
Snakes.
What are you gonna be doing?
So I am driving into Ybor City, and I'm showing all the the historical buildings for the mutual aid societies that existed
I think we broke Mo.
in the 1800s to the mid 1900s. So, and there's 5 of them. There's 5 of them I drive by.
5 mutual aid society buildings.
Yeah, mutual aid society buildings.
Mutual aid society.
Yes, mutual aid society.
What's the mutual aid society?
Okay, so what they did is way back when you didn't have health care, you didn't have unemployment insurance, you didn't have the life insurance. What they did is you paid a monthly fee to your group, and that group, had meetings, had dances, they did dinners.
Mutual aid, hey, oh.
And then what they do is that you got buried for free. If you lost your job, you got a little bit of money every week to buy food. If you needed a doctor, they had a doctor for you. And boy, she did. And then if you needed to, like, they had a library. The Italian club in Ybor had the first library in Tampa.
I picked myself right off.
Yes, you did. And then also they they had doctor services.
Oh, so it was the mob, basically.
No, but all of them did. The Germans had it. The
Kratz.
Central Espanol had it.
The Mafia.
The Astoria had it, and the Cuban club.
Okay.
Yeah, so they had their
fraternal
thing.
organization. Dennis is still a member of a fraternal organization.
Yes, I am.
He plays bocce ball.
Yes, I do.
Hangs out. He gets Italian food. He eats well.
Yes, I do.
He
Paolo Italiano.
Yeah. He's
but it's Black Hand. The Black Hand came in later.
What's the Black Hand?
The Black Hand is, guess what the Black Hand is?
The pimp hand?
It's those people that we shall not speak of.
Mm.
And that was like the 1920s. Those were prohibition. So and yes,
there's Greeks in Ybor City too, Dennis.
What?
Don't forget the Greeks, Dennis.
Not in the 1800s. The Greeks were in Tarpon Springs. There was no Greek Mutual Aid Society.
Mm.
Yeah, the Greeks were in Tarpon Springs.
So next time we turn on the computers, and one of it might blow up. Is that what's going on?
It could. It could. The Italian club was a speakeasy during Prohibition.
Yes.
There's that.
And a reminder, after the show, a quick survey will pop up to ask you how the hostess services were. Please, it affects my income.
See, Mr. D said you're right. Tarpon Springs. See, you know.
Oh man, you get the best octopus over there. Oh my god, it's just the grilled octopus. So good.
There's nothing better. Nothing better. All right, I'm absolutely getting crunched into an uncomfortable position here.
What are you doing to yourself?
I'm not comfortable. My neck is hurting me a little bit, and I'm
okay. So let's end the show.
We're gonna. Okay, so like and subscribe, because that's what you do, and because as if anybody who's listening to the show doesn't like and subscribe already, but I'm supposed to say that at the end of the show.
Yes, and share. Sharing is free on YouTube. It's free.
Or you go and watch Dennis over on DJ's Classic Garage. He's going to have some stuff up about the Mafia in Ybor City and shit that they did back in the 80s. I don't know, something like that. And then Xavier claims
we'll do a gunk of the nights next week.
Yeah, Xavier claims that he's going to help me prepare.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Remember the survey.
And yeah, Mo is in the wrong spot. Oh, I know. Let me move myself. Hold on. There we go. Asshole, Xavier. Absolute asshole. So yeah, no, okay. Stop it.
I'm getting nauseous.
Stop it.
I'm getting dizzy.
So yeah, if Xavier gets his ass around to doing it next week, we'll try and do a gunk in the night. I absolutely promise the guy who asked earlier, whose name I don't remember right now, but I'll be back into the forefront, Nicholas.
Nicholas Cage.
I will get the shows from this week, from this month up onto the podcast scenario so that you guys have it all there. And stop it right now. Stop it. Bad, Xavier. Bad. Stay. Asshole. All right, like and subscribe. We'll see.
No word on ARM. Whatever they're doing, the Deppening, go tune in and give them support, show them some love, even if they're not doing shows. Do what you have to do.
We got nothing. But like we said at the beginning of the show, if we hear something, you'll know about it. But assume if you hear nothing that we know nothing, and that is the God's honest truth. There's no bullshit here. We talk
None but
about
love
amongst the three of us, and there's just nothing to say. That's all we got. Yeah, that's it. All right. So have a great night. Hopefully we'll see you at some point next week. Make sure you tune into Dennis. Make sure you give Xavier some love in the comments like you always do. And then, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye. Hey guys, thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any further discussion at RadioGunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so you know when we're doing a new show. Thanks.